Hello traders, haven't done a video for a while, been working. At any rate, I'm going to go through some of the big movers today, and today without a doubt Disney puts were very active. And I just can kick myself big time because yesterday I was looking at the 113 puts, the third biggest mover today, and so that's kind of amazing. I was looking at the monthly yesterday on Disney. And if you can tell, we've had a monthly responsive selling at these price levels before. And we came up last month, and it looked yesterday that we were going to roll over on Disney. Even I could never have predicted such a breakdown in the Disney pattern. I mean, that is an epic. It's completely broke out of the fib channel that it was previously in. So things aren't looking that great for Disney. Another thing I was watching yesterday on Disney, we were at value area high on Disney going into earnings, and we were breaking down below the 20 SMA as of yesterday close, and it was just an epic rollover today because of that breakdown, or the middle regression line. I'm sorry, the middle regression line. We were breaking down below that yesterday, and it was an epic sell-off today. And we do have some weekly 20 SMA support right below us here, so it's probably going to hold until we have our earnings on the 8th, so that would be next week. TWLO, it just got decimated on its earnings, and to see that kind of percentage return on whenever earnings are already pumped up, that is an impressive move. They just completely destroyed TWLO, but intraday today it did catch a little bit of a bid. Merck, the call side, was actually catching bids today. The 64 calls, they were up 1,100%, the weeklies. So let's look at that real quick. Merck earnings came out yesterday morning, and we had an initial sell-off, but man, they have had a massive rally since then. So you may also want to keep an eye on Gilead as a potential that it's might see some responsive buying. Another area of important interest are the puts on Freeport-McMoRan, and that's a copper stock. And copper is just getting destroyed as bringing down the materials sector. So something to really keep in mind is your materials sector. We're putting in new lows on the monthly chart for the month, so just keep that in mind. The weekly and monthly, it is the first week of the month, but copper does look like it's breaking down here. Okay, and the 12 puts were up 800% today. Comcast also got creamed today, 600% return on Comcast on the put side, and that was after the Time Warner Cable earnings came out, and they were initially good numbers, but after their earnings call, that whole sector took it on the chin. So Comcast is acting in reaction to the Time Warner earnings call. Okay, and then we saw even more. Apache came out with their earnings. The 56 puts were a big winner today. APC, let me show you that one. Yeah, Apache sold off after hours, and then the continuation hit it today. So yeah, it got hit pretty hard today on Apache. And on the daily here, you can see just how much damage has been happened to the Apache. Boy, that stock's looking horrible, and a lot of these stocks in the energy space are looking extremely bad, because we're probably going to see crude going down to $45 a barrel here real soon, and it's going to bring back down the whole energy sector. And in that same frame of mind, I do want to point out here, you notice we didn't catch any pop whatsoever in the energy space today. We have crossed into a different fib zone starting the month of May for the energy sector, suggesting there is going to be more continued weakness in energy the energy sector. So be very careful if you think you're looking for a pop in the energy space, because in my opinion, it's quite unlikely we're going to see responsive buying for a good while from now. Another big winner today after Apple's earnings results was Qualcomm, which has had a pretty unimpressive move. It's in a bearish trend, but we did have a 20 SMA cross today on Qualcomm, since Apple didn't really fall out of favor so far post their earnings, and it does look like it's going to start trending higher. So that's something to keep on watch. And we did it on above average volume too, so that's another thing to keep in mind. And for whatever reason, Microsoft, the 65 puts were quite active today. And that's quite a haircut off this post their earnings. So they were up 300% today. So just something to keep that's something to keep in mind, that they're and this is on above average volume. So this is a warning sign that there might be something happening with Microsoft here. Okay, we are at a range high on Microsoft. And let me show you other time frames. And if you look at the monthly chart on Microsoft, it's barely holding on to this trend line, monthly trend line. And that's why I think that investors are getting, if the markets start to slip a little bit, they're concerned that Microsoft's going to come back down. And yearly value is down here at the $65 level. So it's quite impressive to see the 65 is up 300% today, though. First Solar caught a nice little bid today. It was an earnings play, and the options on that were up to 300%. And this here is in a downtrend, and the trend really is not broken yet, the downtrend. So that's a little disturbing, thinking that we're going to get continuation in First Solar. And then I'm going to stop with Facebook. They were really buying up the 130, 132 puts today, and they are going to be gravely disappointed because Facebook didn't fall near that much. I mean, after hours, we do have a little bit of sell-off, but nothing of that magnitude. So those options are going to be coming in, and they're going to be losing big time on them probably. Yeah, it's only come into 147, and here they bought the 130, 132 weeklies. So they are so far off the mark on those options. One last stock. It was an earnings play from last night. And FireEye, the 12 and 1250 calls were up big today. And this was a earnings gainer here. It was up around 100% or so. But considering not big of a move, if it hadn't been an earnings play and the IV wouldn't have been pumped, it would have been an amazing player. But just 100% move for all that risk to me is just really not really worth the risk. But at any rate, there's some people that made some pretty good money on FireEye. And that's all I got to say. You can follow me at Gumby9662C on Twitter. And it looks like the markets are just chopping around here. And the danger signs that I do see now are your materials. XLB seem to be making lower lows so far this month. And then your XLE, even though today it didn't show it that much, is another really dangerous sector that I'm concerned about. That's everything.